Let's take a look at the 6'2", 18-year-old guard playing with the G League Ignite, Scoot Henderson. Another guy in play for the number 1 overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft. And I want to start with what I think he does best, which is play in the mid-range, especially out of ball screen situations. 28% of his play types were as a pick and roll handler, and he was pretty efficient at 1.04 points per possession. So you see him going left, pull up, knock down, going right, pull up, knock down. But for all the talk about Henderson's explosion and athleticism, I love the nuance and the pace he plays with. So watch how he sets this one up. They're going to ice this screen. He gives a little jab step. Both the on-ball defender and the big stepped that way. Now he's able to use that ball screen going to his left and then reads the defense, able to pull up, knock that down. He was 31 of 69 between about 15 feet and the three-point line for 45% this past season with the Ignite. Someplace he can really be effective. Again, here using the ball screen, gets that little low dribble to split the help defender. This is the area of the floor where Henderson needs to improve going into his second season with the Ignite. Again, still just a young player, not a critique, just looking at some areas for improvement. He was 15 of 43, just 35% in this range from about 5 feet to 15 feet. So 10% less than if you go with those little bit of a longer twos. I think a true floater would really do him well. Another area for improvement is going to be the three-point shot. He shot 20% from three this past season, and he was 5 of 29 on these catch and shoot variety right here. So he's going to have to be able to play off ball at times. I do think he's a guy that an NBA team may give the keys to the offense to and just let him go, but even those guys have to play off ball at times. So catch and shoot three, I do think he's a little better, and he's one of those guys that may have a little bit more rhythm whenever he's shooting the three off the bounce like we saw on that last clip. And then looking at his ability to get to and finish at the rim to round out that 3-level scoring, it's definitely something he can do. He's going to get into the paint. He's going to put pressure on the rim. I do think one thing he has to get a little bit better at is like that, just playing through and finishing through contact in those situations. But I think he shows great variety and finesse finishing around the rim. So here we see him get to the left side of the rim, finish with the little right hand scoop. He is able to finish with his left as well. And then I just love the touch on this one. He goes off the right foot with the right hand. So as we rewind it right here, same foot, same hand on the right side of the floor. And then Taco Fall, obviously, as we know, isn't small, but he's able to put it high off the glass there with soft touch. So I really loved his finesse in situations at the rim, but he can also just be super athletic. So again, here, he sees the defender try to play hard over this ball screen, quick between the legs, explodes to the rim, and if you're not there, he's going to be able to finish above the rim in those situations as well. Looking at his passing and ability to create, I do want to say he had 3.9 assists, 2.2 turnovers. Most of his turnovers just came from being loose with the ball, those type of things. Not bad decisions. A lot were kind of this variety here. Just got to strengthen that handle a little bit. I thought his passing reads were really good. So off the bounce here in isolation, nice pass to the weak side, off the dribble with his right hand. Okay, that's a really high level pass from Scoot Henderson. And then he was really good in ball screen situations, making those reads. So I showed all the ones of him hitting the pull-up jumpers. He operates really well as a pick and roll handler. You see him make the read to the weak side corner, put the pass on the money. I do want to say he wasn't near as good in isolations in terms of scoring the basketball. That was about 12.2% of his play types, and he scored that at 0.067 points per possession. So not one of his better play types in isolation. Just another small area for improve. Was much better as a pick and roll handler. As we look at the defensive end, again, so look some areas to improve in his second season with the Ignite. He did tend to get hung up on ball screens guarding the ball handler. I thought he was engaged on the ball. I liked it in general, but he does have some areas for improvement. And then he averaged 3.4 fouls per game in 28 minutes per game. So this is an area he'll have to improve as well. As he gets stronger and more mature, this will become easier for him, and those will probably go down. But I did want to mention it as you see him get a little handsy on the ball there. Now, I do like what he showed on the ball. So here we're going to see him get over the ball screen, fight to get back in front, and then as the play continues, you're going to see his ability to get out in transition, explode down the floor, and finish above the rim, which we've talked about. Another one here on ball, he's going to go under the screen, that far away from the basket, fights to get back in front, and then is going to dive and compete to get the loose loose ball, get an opportunity in transition for his teammate. So I really liked what he brought to the table there. Just some small nuance things for improvement. And then off the ball, I liked his ability as the low man to come over and rotate. Even at his size, he was disruptive. He would come over, read these passes. You see him rotate there. He averaged almost 2 steals a game. We're going to see it again here as the low man. Like, he's not going to be a rim protector, obviously, guys, but just seeing these rotations. And as a little guard, he was also good coming in and swiping down at a big, swiping down on the ball, getting steals and being disruptive that way. I liked how he attacked the ball in those 2 plays that we just saw right there. So overall, offensively, I think he's a kid that's really good in the mid-range, really good operating in pick and roll, very unselfish, and makes some really high-level passing reads. And again, a kid I think that eventually, years down the road, an NBA team may turn over the keys to their offense too. The catch and shoot and all-around three-point shooting does have to get better. And then defensively, I think he just has to continue to improve, compete, and add consistency on that end of the floor.